That was pathetic.
I was about to
give us something better.
That was terrible.
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
I mean,
That's
I don't know why you counted down. I was already recording. But...
whatever.
Hello, people.
We back.
Hello, people.
We are sober.
We are back for more something. Definitely more something. All right, so
there's something
in between the last thing that we recorded and this, we have done homeroom stuff. We're not going to go through necessarily all of the massive amount of homeroom stuff. We will talk about homeroom, but we're not going to do it right now.
We've got a wiki though.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to get you into the first day of class and have all that orientation and all that kind of stuff happening. So
good old Mr. Berman / Feralax the Undying.
Feralax the Undying. So we did figure out who's going to be homeroom. We did some stuff on the people, the characters that are going to be in homeroom, the other kids that are going to be in homeroom. We're going to talk about all of that. So when we last left our heroes, I know you love when I say that. When we last left our heroes, we had, you guys had defended, sort of messed up the plans of the influencer.
Dun, dun, dun.
As they were trying to
influence people.
Lure away some kids that were waiting for the ferry to take them across the island. The mistakes. Yeah, the mistakes, and a couple other supers, but certainly they were probably the most high-profile ones that were the ones that got grabbed or were about to get grabbed.
Yeah, the one that hit me in the face with her guitar.
Yeah.
And the one that I had a bisexual panic over.
Yes.
That we sadly didn't catch on camera.
We didn't catch that one on camera. It's too bad. Anyway, now that we're headed back across the water. On the ferry, with the ferry itself being sort of flanked by the shadows underneath the water of two enormous whales, since Princess Arabella is working to get everybody across, and coming up towards the island upon which is, and I'm loading, if you flip back over to the Roll20 tab.
Wow!
Come across the water from the city over there in the background to... Academy Island, where all the cool stuff is at. All the
That's pretty.
All the people.
So coming across there on the ferry and up the steps, everybody uploading. We've got some faculty members there and other people, other staff who are helping direct kids where they need to be going. What room do you have? What's your homeroom? You already should have gotten the message about that. You didn't get a message about that. Do you have your phone on you? Check your email. You should have an email telling you what your homeroom is. You're hearing them repeat this over and over and over again, the students.
Some people just don't have, NASA level computers in their brains.
Although, weirdly...
Or on their wrists.
Yeah, weirdly, the place doesn't seem very busy. It seems like it's built for a much higher capacity than the number of kids that you see moving around here, or really even the number of faculty or anything. It seems a little bit sparse now. Do you know where you're supposed to be going?
The history room?
Yep.
Who's your homeroom teacher?
Mr. Berman / Feralax the Undying.
Mr. Berman is usually how he's listed in the...
Mr. Berman.
Interesting. How did you know that there were... Did the email from the teacher include any notes about Feralax?
They write in a different font, and it's kind of easy to tell.
So you got an email, and it was like halfway through the email, it switched to a message?
Papyrus.
Really? It switches over to Papyrus?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Feralax the Undying
Yes.
writes all of their emails in Papyrus?
Yes.
What is Papyrus?
I hate that. I hate that. I love it too. It's just this font. Well, Sean will show you, because I don't want to. It goes from straight Times New Roman to Papyrus when Feralax the Undying is typing. So you can tell the two of them apart. It helps tell the two of them apart. It's certainly not what they're doing. It's just that Feralax apparently prefers it. Sean, I hate that. Good job. That is absolutely terrible. Okay, so, right. They give you directions to history homeroom. Does this switch when I... Yeah, it does. All right, we've got a wiki set up because I can't apparently do anything without some kind of online
setup
organization stuff. Let me see if I can make this small enough to fit everything.
Quotation marks.
Can I make it small enough that it fits? No. All right, fine. Well, we're not going to worry about it too much. Anyway, lots of stuff in here, but the thing we're going to focus on here is the Homeroom app, which is what we did work out. Can I make this small enough that it shows up on the screen a little bit better? Yes, mostly I can. Excellent. Homeroom, Mr. Berman / Parallax the Undying, who's also your history teacher. And at least some of the students, I don't think that the other squares in here are actually blank. We're just not going to worry about detailing them right now. We're not going to go into a ton of detail, but we do have a couple of folks here. So, lots of organization here. Your schedule today is abnormal. It's going to be more of a orientation day. One of the first things, and let's talk about Mr. Berman. Where is he at? Mr. Berman, where is he? Niles Berman. Let's get his picture up here. Hello, class. I'll be your homeroom teacher as well as your what's that?
This is on roll 20.
Oh, it's not on roll 20, but if you go to the thing and go to your faculty, and there you go. You got your guy. So. He's like, hello, class. I'll be your homeroom teacher as well as your history instructor for this year. As you may have noticed, not as many students in as you might have expected for the first day. That is because today is only for incoming freshmen. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors will be joining you tomorrow. You have been warned. He kind of smirks. For now, we're going to get a little bit of orientation done and get you all settled in and make sure that we have all of the paperwork taken care of. Now, I know that all of you obviously have filled in all your applications and everything for the academy. Otherwise, you wouldn't have...
Sean's literally just like Carl.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. However, it's worth noting that we're going to do a little bit of introductions here and make sure that everybody is sorted out with regards to their identity that they will be using in class, and I want to make sure that I get everybody's names and pronouns correctly. Can we start up here with you? And I'm just going to say you at this point in time, so you can inform me how you would like to be identified during class. And he points to the kid in the front, I guess left as the way you're facing the classroom, and does introductions here. This guy's black. He's same age as, obviously around the same age as you. He looks pretty serious. He's not really a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and he says that his name is Marcus Brown, and he goes, I'm also, like, my identity is Singularity, but you can just call me Marcus. I don't need to, do that. He seems a little bit kind of almost embarrassed about the ID and stuff like that.
Did we ever get a real name for Red Panda?
No.
Well, he
Kind of does.
What?
Red Panda doesn't have a name.
Yeah, I know. He didn't give you one. Anyway, we'll get to that. Next person, he goes, all right, Marcus. I'll refer to you as Marcus unless you tell me that you need to change the layer. Pronouns, he says, he, him. Hi, I'm, next, let's go over. I guess I'm going next. I'm Maddie Gates, Flexigal. You may have seen me on, everywhere, I guess.
I'm already watching like YouTube at this point.
She stretches out her arm like about 3 feet and brings it back up to a salute that kind of snaps back to her thing.
Like, so she's like...
I'm almost as popular as my hamster, Mr. Giggles. That's me. I do that. You can call me, but Flexigal is just like my online thing, my superhero thing. So everyone just call me Maddie. I just want to be friends with everybody, okay? Just call me Maddie. And if you have if you have like an ID on social media, maybe we can collab. # partnership. Anyway.
Readjusting gears.
What do you... Rage Quit leans over to you, like Gabe from Overthink. # gag me. # tries too hard. # consumerism. # capitalism. #. Hey. Easy. So you miss entirely the next kid who does an introduction. You don't even know who that is. That's the blank spot. Like.
Yeah, I zoned out.
You know what? It was a really interesting YouTube video essay.
We were texting.
I'm really interested on the history of Luigi in competitive Smash Bros. Look.
What? All right. Next over, we've got Red Panda. Hey, Red Panda. You can just call me Panda or Pan, which I'm not. But you know.
Which I'm not.
He, she, they. You know, whatever works is fine for my pronouns. I work with what name did we settle on? Grizzly? Timberwolf?
I like
we need an animal name. I don't want to do... A jackal seems mean.
I like Grizzly.
Grizzly?
Grizzly, sure. Why not?
Kodiak? Ooh, Kodiak's
Kodiak!
good. Kodiak's good. All right. Yeah, I work with Kodiak with the Halcyon Heroes. So, you know, that's just this thing that I guess happens sometimes. Yeah, we don't actually have like a bear theme intentionally going on. That was sort of an accident, but
yeah,
you know. Anyway,
someone out again.
Hi.
Skips over to the next one.
Hi.
I don't care.
So yeah, he, she, they.
End up texting again.
Send over a couple memes.
So the girl sitting next to you, yeah, kind of leans over and she says, I don't have are we supposed to have two names? Some of them are giving two names, and some of them are giving just the one name, and I have two names, but the two names go together into just one name. I just have the one name to give. Do I have to make up another, like, Sally or something that I don't have a name of a person name that I have? I don't have that. What should I do? Do you know? What am I supposed to do? Or what is there a rule? Are there rules? Do we know? She's talking to you.
You won't. You don't need another. You don't need another.
You're not there.
I'm just giving her feed.
Oh, you can feed through the chat. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we're texting.
Help!
Help me! Please.
You don't.
Help me, robot girl needs answers, and I have nuns.
You don't need it. You don't need another name.
You don't really need it.
Give me, can you give me the...
I think it was...
Yeah, because Red Panda and Spider-Man.
Is that where Newborn is at?
Is
the Newborn in here? The star... Reformed... Newborn, yeah.
Yay.
Let me see. You were created with a basic understanding of the world. When you learn something that helps you make sense of the world, write it down as a lesson. Fill in 2 lessons when you create your character. Fill in the other 2 when you've learned those lessons during play. So what do you tell them? What do you tell them?
You
don't
need it.
I just need to be...
You can just be...
If you've got like a base...
So I should just be my superhero name?
Yeah, generally.
Okay.
If it's what you identify as.
Well, I don't identify as anything else.
So yeah, that works.
What pronouns?
What pronouns should I use? I mean, my name is Girl 5, so I should use girl pronouns. What are girl pronouns?
She, her,
Are they?
she,
Are there? I'm not really. I'm new, so I shouldn't be pronouns. Do they have amateur nouns?
This didn't happen. I'm sorry.
Not
hilarious.
She smiles and goes, "Did I say funny things?"
Not in character.
Not in character. That was just amateur nouns.
Oh God, you.
Oh no, never mind. I have looked up English grammar. It is extremely confusing, but I understand the use of pronouns.
Yes,
I think I should be she, her, because
Yeah,
I am a girl 5, not a boy 5 or a they 5.
Yeah, that would work.
They 5. No, that sounds confusing. I'll be girl 5. She, they. She,
her.
She, her. She, her. Sure. I'll be she, her. Sure. I'm girl 5. She, her. I'm practicing. Can you give me... I want you to give me a comfort... Oh, can you do... Yes, you can do comfort and support. Can you do comfort and support because you are supporting her?
Don't I need to have influence over her to do that?
Nope, you don't.
Oh, thank goodness.
Roll plus mundane. What's your mundane?
I don't.
So read me comfort and support.
When you comfort or support someone, roll plus mundane. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. On a 10 plus, you can also add yourself a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself.
So what's your mundane?
It's on this.
Probably terrible. Let go, Sean.
0.
It is?
Yeah, your mundane is a 0. It's not.
Roll a nothing.
It's not the worst. Your savior is the worst.
Roll plus.
Hang on. You have given out 0 influence. You cannot comfort or support anyone. If you would trigger the move...
Wait.
Okay.
I thought I gave...
You can do comfort or support because you have 1 influence. You've given influence to Gabe.
Okay, are we gonna do Spider Monkey or are we gonna finish this?
Well, we're going to do this little roll here because you missed the next person giving out their information because you're busy having this conversation, and you don't really listen to it either, Sean, because you're busy texting her advice on how to talk to people. Because apparently you're the one who's like understands how people...
apparently I'm the social one.
I talk to... The only people I talk to is my mom and criminals. I don't really know how to talk to people about pronouns.
Also your dad.
Yeah, well.
Okay, that's a 7.
7.
Plus 1. So what's it? So in the middle of that, can I see comfort support? That's good. They hear you. They mark. Okay, so you didn't screw it up too bad. You didn't emotionally scar her.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so Spider Monkey.
Okay, let's do this.
Hey, Spider Monkey. Yeah, that's it. I work independently. I don't have any mentor. I got in here on a scholarship. So otherwise I could never possibly afford this. Probably too much information, but also no information. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, kind of absolutely a Spider-Man vibe, but also with like a lot of fur ruff and whatnot. So this was originally done by Villain Boom on Instagram as a combination of Spider-Man plus Joltik the Pokemon.
That's so personal Pokemon fan. Nice. Pretty good.
There you go. Girl 5 introduces herself. Hello, I am Girl 5. My pronouns are she, they. I am here to learn and to be a superhero. I look forward to working with each and every one of you if that is what we are actually supposed to do. Welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, I'm glad to be here. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
Okay, your turn. Go. You can go. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Mr. Berman. Sorry. That you should be the one saying that. No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Girl 5. So how are you, do you keep your name secret or no? Or not really?
No.
Okay, so sit up, so you're in camera angle here. I want to make sure I actually get you here. So do you stand up, do you sit, or how do you do this? Already flustered, you haven't even spoken yet.
You're just terrible at this as her.
Come on, sit up.
Do I have to
Picture you, Zoe, in class. Everyone's going around giving introductions, and do the thing. There's no
I'm so bad at this.
Do you want to keep your name a secret because you're in a safe space? There aren't like the people that are here already know who your parent, like the faculty and stuff already know who your family is.
There is no.
You're not out in public. You're not out in public, so there's no risk of like people finding out who your family is and deciding that they're going to try to like take them hostage to get. But some people keep that stuff secret and some people don't.
Emma, don't worry. There's no galactic police here.
Okay, that makes me feel slightly better.
Yeah. And honestly, up in space, you were only really known by Blink anyway. So saying Emma Erickson isn't going to give anything away to the...
I'm not helping.
Typing, hello, I am Emma Erickson. My code name is...
Code name?
The name I go by is Blink. And he's like typing everything. No, he's not.
No, I am explicitly not helping.
Take your time.
Okay, hello. I have to help because this is really sad. Hello. My name is Emma Erickson. I go by she, her.
She, her.
My super name is Blank.
Blank? Yeah.
That's about it.
I don't know how to talk if it isn't typed out for me. Don't say that! You know. Anyway.
I'm very bad.
I'm very bad at this. Everybody
very
kind
bad
of laughs a little bit.
I'm bad at.
Alright, so
that's okay. I understand. I hate doing introductions too.
Appears from the abyss.
Abyss.
Probably not, but you know, so.
Hey. That's so. It flips down around to her. Summoner. She goes, "Hey, I'm Summoner."
Anything else?
Okay, that's it. Actually, she doesn't even say that. She just stops, and it's like like 7 seconds of incredibly awkward silence. Please don't put the eraser in your mouth.
So, do you have like pronouns you want to use?
Oh,
Definitive article.
somebody says. So you kind of go pronouns, and she's like, yeah, she, her, I guess, they, it, I suppose, whatever. Not he, him, because toxic masculinity or whatever.
Okay then.
All right, Itsy Bits. Hello, Itsy Bits.
No, wherever we hit a gap, I want to have a little bit of a conversation kind of a thing. So I don't. So Red Panda kind of goes. He goes. I do a lot of like. He goes, hi. Are you? Did you just move into the city? I haven't heard of you before. Or wait, you were in that thing with. Didn't you get in like a fight with the bug thing?
No, the definitive article.
The Farlander.
Yeah.
Like it was like a bug thing. You and the guy and the robot in the back. Right?
Yeah.
Nice. Teleport? Nice. Very cool. I just jump around a lot. Like it's not really like and he kind of goes like this or they kind of go like this and they get like kind of claws kind of extend like how cat claws do. They sort of like like they kind of press out. He goes, that kind of stuff. My sneak attack is actually really terrible, but that was cool. Don't take this the wrong way, but where'd you come from? Like nobody had even heard of you until that fight, and you like I don't know, like wished that guy into a cornfield or something. He hasn't come back or anything.
Distance space for both questions.
Distance space for which? Both.
Both.
You came from distance. You sent him to distance space. You can teleport that far. That's amazing.
With help.
With help.
Man, Quasar can't even teleport. Can't even like gate people that far. That's amazing. All right, somebody. I gotta write this stuff down. Quasar, a member of one of the two big teams. Quasar. I'm gonna.
Isn't that guy from Carl?
Huh?
Isn't that guy from Carl?
From Carl?
Dungeon Crawler Carl?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe. Maybe it doesn't matter. Quasar. We're gonna make Quasar be some intergalactic superhero that's either a member of Halcyon Heroes or a member of the Champions.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so that after that, Itsy Bits.
Itsy Bits is my ID. Betsy Brooke. Itsy Bits is probably one you know me by. I can, I can get small. Digital compression is really that's really where a lot of my stuff is at. I can do it to other people. I can do it to myself.
I'm already going into a rabbit hole on this because the only interesting ones.
Yeah, the theories are actually really interesting, and she kind of goes into this kind of spiral of explaining. Like the science behind the stuff, and it's like nobody really thought, but actually if you work with quantum tunneling and the quantum computing, the idea that observing somebody and being able to digitize that observation and shrink it could actually have an effect on the real world is really kind of right. She, her. Sorry. Misadventure.
Just turn around.
I don't think I'm supposed to give out my other name or anything. I'm with the Mistakes, and Mom is, my mom is, what do we need? We need a name for it. Because this is she's like the mystic legacy, right? Like Wonder Woman / Aquaman / Thor kind of thing.
Wonder Woman with a mystic power set? Yeah.
So what's the name of her mom? Misadventure she took because Misadventure is...
Diviner?
My mom's S.U.R.G.E with we need to nail this down. So we'll just say S.U.R.G.E is one of the big names.
Yeah,
she's sort of like the Wonder Woman.
Somebody gasped.
She's the Wonder Woman XP of the setting.
Somebody gasped.
Right, but she's like either with the Champions, probably with the Champions, as opposed to the Halcyon Heroes. Or maybe she's on both teams. I don't know. That would be weird, but so S.U.R.G.E. My mom's S.U.R.G.E. My grandma's Hera, it's a whole thing. Anyway, but yeah, I kind of broke the naming convention. She, they.
Cool.
Goes around this guy. Pull up.
Cherub.
Hey, I'm Danny D'Angelo. I guess my name my superhero name is Cherub. I kind of hate it. It makes me sound like a chubby, fat baby with wings, and I mean, I am a babe with wings, but I don't think I'm that chubby. I don't look like. Also, I'm not naked. But you know. Anyway, Cherub for now. I kind of like Kestrel, or maybe Sparrowhawk or Starling. There's other cooler bird names, you know. Cherub. The press said they liked it. They liked how my attitude, so they made me like wanted to be friendly or whatever. I don't know. I would say pick your name. So when they ask what your name is, yeah, I know. I'm not saying it isn't a cool. Like there aren't cool cherub pictures and stuff. Just saying, if you're gonna pick your name, if you want a cool name, you should pick it first, and don't let the press pick it for you. Cause, I prefer they them. But I kind of go with whatever. So, yeah, that's me, Danny.
Nice to meet you, Danny.
Turns to you.
I'm not giving you help. I can't communicate.
Luckily, I have the internet.
How to introduce yourself to strangers.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Green. Hero name, Shell. They, them. That's all you need to know.
I mean, as you can see, robot.
Whole thing.
Cool. Says the next guy down.
I'm sad that we don't have a picture for Rage Quit.
It's literally.
We do have a picture for Rage Quit.
It is the baseline.
Here.
It's the baseline delinquent guy.
Yeah, we're just gonna for right now. We're gonna. Where's he at? Where's the delinquent? Here.
Baseline delinquent guy.
Delinquent. That guy. That's Rage Quit. We're just gonna use the. This is a good picture. So hey, I'm Rage Quit. Nobody here is cool enough to know my actual name, so get mad about it. Pronouns are stupid, but, you know, he, they, them, him, we, us. Whichever thing pisses you off most, pick that one. That'll be funny. Anyway, that's me. How about you, Big Top? And the girl next to him kind of looks at him like, don't call me that.
Which he is now going to call her for the rest of the year. Hate it once. I know it again.
Hey, I'm B. I guess Mammoth, my ID. I'm a girl, so she, you know. I get big. That's why Mammoth. I don't like it, but I haven't thought up anything better, so for now. Yes, well, thank you. For those of you who are struggling with the name, the ID, you know, we have workshops for that. In your off hours, you can work with some of our PR folks that have a lot, you know, have worked out a sort of internship or volunteer they volunteer some time with the academy to help you workshop different names, help you think through things. So for those of you who aren't very happy with that, you know, we can do they do all kinds of things. They'll
how do I take down
they'll do some surveys, some public surveys to see how the public sort of sees your current ID, if you're known to the public. And they can, if it's great, then maybe they'll help you get used to it. And if it's not, then they'll help you find something that may work a little bit better. But you know, honestly, I think the most important thing is being victorious. And suddenly the cat is standing up at the front of the classroom. If you win, if you go out there and determine what the appropriate punishment is to be for those that need to be vanquished, and you exact that punishment on the ne'er-do-wells and villains and knaves out there in the world, then they, the peons, the peasants, will worship you, regardless of what name you pick. It will become mighty by its association with your mightiness. I am Parallax! There is no pun, there is no joke, there is no special meaning. It is simply who I am, and because of my might and my will and my victories, Parallax is known as the name of a mighty being. The eyes narrow at your direction when he hears you say cat in the background. History will remember you for your deeds, not how your name trends on TikTok. Although the dances on TikTok are quite good. Anyway. And suddenly she says anyway, it's back to Bourbon. It's like, it really matters the strength of your character and the That looks wrong. Fairlex just said something, didn't she?
Yeah, rather funny.
Victory above all will
yeah,
determine.
Yeah.
Counter argument. It is the strength of your spirit and your character that will see you through. And your name could be Phil, and no one would care as long as they know that you are a hero, that you are there to protect them. Although, to be fair, Phil doesn't exactly roll off the tongue when they're doing the newsreels. So, if you want to, we can give you some help. Now then, your classroom schedule has been laid out. You are, for now, we're going to give you a quick tour of the rest of the campus, and help you find your classes. So most of you are following pretty close to the same schedule. Some of you have some special classes either to deal with the fact that you are in a certain advanced area. I'm looking at you, Itsy Bits. And some of you need to be caught up on some of the basics. For those of you who will find yourself in the gym class called Superheroic Standards, and that would be a Basics of Superheroing class, as administered to you by Sergeant S.U.R.G.E. So you may find yourself in two different gym classes, one of which is a little bit atypical. Those of you without as much history in the superheroing world may have found yourself scheduled in that. In fact, interestingly, you may find yourself in a class. In that class, you may find yourself in there with upperclassmen. It won't happen today, obviously, because there aren't any upperclassmen on campus, but in the future, you may find yourself in there with some other people who are technically older than you, but still new to the superheroing game, so to speak. So, be ready for that.
All
right.
Texting Emma. Can't wait to see the conversations on Egyptian history. It's gonna be great.
I agree. I'll see if I can't find a good picture for Rage Quit, but for now, that's where we're at. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. You get the tour around the building, and then so that takes up a class period. Then you're kind of do like half-time periods with the rest of your classes for the schedule, so you get an idea of where the rooms are. You talk for like just a half period with your instructors. So Sergeant S.U.R.G.E. is really, he doesn't like goes, yeah, I don't have anything to say for a speech, and I don't have enough time to get you guys to beat yourself silly in the time that they give me. So, right, laps are on the island. Go. You should be able to do 3 in the next 30 minutes. What? It's just 6 miles. Go. Go!
Clank, 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 clank.
And no.
6 miles in 30 minutes.
Theoretically possible.
I can tell.
You absolute cheater. But
I am going to cheat.
Sergeant S.U.R.G.E. is a criminal, so he admires that up to a certain point.
Technical criminal.
Was.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. You're still tired by the end because that is a lot of portaling.
I run for like 10 minutes and like.
What would that be? 6 minutes, and so that's 12 miles an hour. That's Hakone Aikiden Pat. So that's 3-minute kilometers.
Disgusting.
I really need Dad to install some new lights. Damn.
Let me think about this. So is that right? Yeah, 6-minute miles would be 6 minutes and a half an hour, 12 minutes 12 miles in an hour. So that is, oh man, 5-minute miles.
Some of us didn't absorb super speed.
It's not super speed, but it is a flat out run. That would be the treadmill downstairs pretty much maxed out. Like full out. And do that without...
My legs are like actually smoking by the end.
Yeah, so like going around, Singularity actually seems to be just doing it. Flexigal is like stretching out. She makes herself super tall and stretchy, and then she's running still, but she's like, really tall. Mammoth does the same thing. She gets big, so she's like...
Taking huge steps.
She's taking huge steps.
She practically just has to walk.
Red Panda kind of goes on all fours and sort of scrambles along like a,
You know what? I respect it.
Occasionally, sometimes. Spider Monkey, the same thing. When there's anything nearby, is doing kind of a swinging, jumping parkour kind of thing. Parkour. Girl 5 just keeps up with you. Are you another robot?
Yeah.
I am an artificial intelligence. Are you an artificial intelligence?
I am a very sick, regular person
in a robot body.
I see. So you are a naturally formed human who is using an artificial body. We are similar but different.
Yeah, it's the most advanced hospital bed ever created.
That's a very interesting way of looking at it. I am not like a hospital bed. I am like a girl. I am the 5th attempt at being a girl, so I am girl 5.
Anyway,
You run about as fast as I do, so we should run together.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Your friend is blinking. Her name is Blink. That's funny.
Yeah.
She is ripping holes in the space-time continuum to get out of running for a jog. That's very interesting.
I'm sorry.
Some people might categorize that as cheating. I haven't decided yet. What do you think?
I mean, Flexigal is just going.
You know what? The specific power sets currently in play here. This is just rather minor. This wouldn't be illegal normally, but in this specific instance, it is fine, rather.
Do you think that Sergeant S.U.R.G.E, who is also a robot like me, but different because he is a criminal and I am a hero, do you think that he intended us to use our powers as a way of testing them and improving by setting a difficult challenge that would be almost impossible for a regular human to achieve, other than a specialized runner, so that we would use our powers and he could observe us covertly?
It's probably some sort of pre-assessment, yeah.
Interesting.
Except for singularity.
Okay, what I need you guys to do is I'm going to have you guys unleash your powers to see how well you overcome this obstacle.
I'm literally just trying not to get my legs to come apart. I don't think I'm unleashing anything.
When you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll free.
You're just overcoming the obstacle of can you do 6 miles in 30 minutes?
Which, by the way, no, I cannot.
You can with teleporting. That's
Yeah.
why I'm having you overcome because you're using your powers to do it.
What's my...
So you roll.
Yeah, my +2 free.
Roll plus freak. What's your freak?
It's not free.
2. +2. Can I borrow the dice?
Where's the dice? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll first because my freak is the same as his.
All right.
Okay.
Roll plus 2.
5.
Plus 2?
7.
7. All right. Can I have the mask? Okay. So when you do, unleash your powers and you get a 7 to 9, you can choose unstable or temporary. Temporary is pretty self-explanatory. It puts a time pressure on the effort, and it could be anything from, you've done this thing, but it's going to fall apart here a little bit, to you've managed to do this, but you can only hold it up. Unstable is about unintended additional consequences, often dangerous to you or others. Unstable effects never take away from the core success. You did what you intended to do, but they add an additional element that complicates the situation. Collateral damage, unintended consequences, or worse. So, the way this is, when you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll freak. I hate you do it, but on a 7 to 9, it's either unstable or temporary. I would go with it would be unstable. It's either unstable, which means it's going to cause some sort of complication, or you take a condition from teleporting like 6 miles of constant portaling.
Well, not constant.
Probably.
I run 10 minutes and then I portal. And then
To make up the difference, sure. But you remember how Yugo in Wakfu would like portal and he'd be like jump and he'd go into one and pop out through the next, and he'd just keep doing that, and when he does it long enough, he starts to get exhausted. So do you want to take a condition from all of this effort, or do you want it to be unstable in some way? Because you're creating a bunch of portals around the perimeter of the island, and that might have consequences.
I can get rid of them.
The conditions? Sure, you
The
can.
consequences?
No, the portals.
Right, but there may be some unintended complications.
Yeah, I do.
I'm telling you that you rushed it and you got a 7 to 9, so it either tires you out in some way and you take a condition, or it is unstable in some way and might have some consequences down the road. For instance, you're using your portals a whole bunch. That might make it really easy for somebody who's looking for you to find you later, because they look for your energy signature.
And hey, there's 30 minutes worth of energy.
There's 3 minutes worth of portals. Which do you think?
Which I want to take a condition because I don't think it'd be a good idea to do.
How about that's entirely fair. So how about insecure is an option because you're like everybody else kind of did it, and I'm like completely
this
wiped,
guy's lapped
and I'm
me.
completely wiped out at the end. Like
Marcus has lapped you 3 times in a row now.
we haven't even had a really full day yet, and I'm already like completely exhausted. Am I going to be able to do this? So that's how you would do insecure or angry. Because you're tired and sweaty and gross at the end, and you're like, I can't believe that he made us work so hard on what was just supposed to be like 30 minutes, and you're angry at Sergeant S.U.R.G.E, and you take angry. Insecure? All right, mark insecure for me. It's very easy to get rid of, but it is your... All right, take insecure. Sean, what'd you get?
4 plus 5 plus 2, that's 9. 11.
11?
11.
You nail it.
Yeah.
You're fine.
He's not using his powers, though.
He's using his body. His body is his powers. He's a big old robot boy.
There goes my knee joint.
Surprising, no, it really, there's no complications. Surprising no one, your dad made a robot body to do physical stuff and keep you busy, and you're able to run really fast for a long period of time.
Yeah, I run 10Ks as a hobby. Did a Yellowstone Marathon.
Okay. Yeah, so you come out of this thing like going, it's like, Girl 5, totally fine. Gabriel, totally fine.
Singularity doesn't even look like he's...
Singularity doesn't use his powers. He just runs at Hakane Aikiden rate.
No, Singularity is just... No, Singularity is like just not... Doesn't even look like he ran it.
No, he absolutely... He looks like somebody from Run with the Wind at the end of their 20K.
I have robot limbs and you've lapped me twice!
No, he didn't outrun you. I'm not saying he didn't outrun... He's not using his powers. He didn't outrun you.
He's lapped... Nope.
But he has kept up with you. You're a robot. He's just using his regular legs. He didn't use his powers, and he kept up with you.
Somebody called forward.
Cherub flew.
Duh. Did Itsy Bits get tiny?
Itsy Bits got tiny and flew. Yep. Mammoth was big and ran. Misadventure, again, she just ran, but she's like Wonder Girl. She's super strong and fit.
Fine.
Yeah, she's an Amazonian, like a mythic Amazonian warrior kind of thing, except
she's got a few sweat drops, that's really it.
Yeah, she doesn't sweat, she glows. And
yeah, me too, except it's all red.
Rage Quit. You never saw Rage Quit at any point during the run. He just is there at the end, like leaning up against the wall going, "You guys are slow."
I'm checking the security cameras later.
Yeah, as near as you can tell, he didn't run it at all. He just sort of disappeared for a little bit and then reappeared.
Like you asked around the class.
He runs around a corner like out of sight, and then he just disappears off all the security cameras. And about 5 minutes before the end, he comes around the bend from the other direction, and
right.
And you're asking on the
right. I'm checking the local ice cream shop.
There isn't really a local. I mean, there's an ice cream shop, and he wasn't there.
Like you're asking around the class. Did you see Rage Quit at all?
No, no. There's some other kids too. Again, there's some other people who did introductions here, but we haven't really talked about them. We'll fill those in as we need. All right, cool. All right. So you get back into Surge. We will start then. All right. All you guys, ones who are sweating and everything and look terrible. Shower up, change, lunch, and then assembly. They're both in the same place. Feed your face, then shut your face, and listen to Hellbinder. All right, get out of here. Bye. That's Sergeant S.U.R.G.E. He's a real sweetheart. Feed your face, then shut your face.
I'm going to look at the Aegis files again.
On Sergeant S.U.R.G.E?
No, just generally at lunch. I can't eat, so I just pop into the website.
Oh yeah, he doesn't eat.
Like the public website for Aegis, or like try to get into their actual file system?
I tried getting Wi-Fi once, and it just spiraled.
Okay. We'll see. For now, assembly comes up, and Hellbinder begins giving his speech. And as he's giving his speech, it's like in an open auditorium kind of thing. So it's like there's like seats for everybody, and then he's down at like in like, you know what I mean when I say, okay. Think of Civic Green Park. You know that there's the place down at the end of the park where there's like a band shell.
Yeah.
You know, he's like down at that, and you guys are all at like seats looking down at that. So he's up there on like a stage with the thing, but it's outside. There's like open sky and stuff. And as he starts talking, he goes, "All right, class, we'll be doing a proper assembly for all of the students tomorrow, but I wanted to address our incoming freshmen first. Welcome to Phoenix Academy. I just have a few things I'd like to say. You are all heroes. You will be challenged in ways that you were not expecting. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And he's talking and doing this thing. And as he's talking, you notice a very interesting thing. The sky is getting dark. And then you realize it's not that the sky is getting dark. It's that there's something obscuring the sunlight and coming closer. And that's where we're going to stop.
Oh, damn. Damn whales.
Legos?
Whales.
Whales. Not whales. It's not sky whales. All right.
I'm just generally not a fan.
All right. We've met the class. We've
Yeah,
met some of our faculty.
Yeah, babe.
Generally.
2 members, 3 technically if you count Fairlex.
Fair. No, you count Farrellex too? Yeah, you've met, we met both of our homeroom teachers. All right.
Chariots were vital.
And tomorrow, or next time, we'll finish up assembly. In a completely orderly and non-chaotic, definitely not getting attacked by some foreign force. We'll leave you with that.
Good for Chariots.
Bye.
Bye, guys.